It's already May, and 2024 is bursting with incredible new anime. We're talking epic battles, hilarious rom-coms, and worlds that'll blow your mind. So grab your snacks, settle in, because we're counting down the top 10 must-watch anime of the year so far. Get ready for some wild rides. This ain't your grandma's anime. At number 10, we have A Sign of Affection. Forget giant demon battles. Yuta Murano, the mastermind behind How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, is serving up a lovey-dovey comedy called A Sign of Affection. This isn't your average meet-cute though. Our blushing heroine Yuki is hearing impaired, and her crush Rin, well, doesn't know sign language. It's a recipe for hilarious misunderstandings and heart-melting moments. Think sparkly eyes and flowery narrations. So, grab your tissues and maybe a sign language dictionary for Rin, because A Sign of Affection is here to make you swoon. Moving on to number 9, Brave Bang Bravern. This anime throws you into a full-throttle alien brawl. Think high-tech Tokyo meets giant robots with booming personalities. Seriously, this robot talks. This anime throws punches faster than a boxing kangaroo and doesn't skimp on the details. Each fight is a dazzling display of nuts, bolts, and glorious, colorful lasers. So if you crave robots that mean business but with a side of flash, then Brave Bang Bravern is your next binge watch. At number 8, we have Seventh Time Loop. Died 6 times, got engaged 6 times, yikes. But this villainess is done playing by the rules. Enter Riche, the hilarious heroine of Seventh Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life, married to her worst enemy. This anime isn't your average damsel in distress story. Riche uses her past lives to become a total boss, dodging disaster and marrying, wait for it, her sworn enemy. All for a life of luxury, of course. Think Mean Girls meets Groundhog Day with a dash of fantasy romance. Buckle up for laughs, girl power, and maybe a little forbidden love. At number 7, we have Solo Leveling, the anime that's taking the world by storm. This show isn't your average isekai trip to another world. Here, the hero, Sun Jin-woo, fights creepy monsters to, well, save Japan or Korea. Solo Leveling is like Demon Slayer with a twist. It's got the same epic battles but keeps things grounded in the real world. Plus, Sun Jin-woo isn't your typical brooding hero, and the show actually has awesome female characters too, which is a rarity these days. So ditch the isekai portal, grab your popcorn, and get ready for a monster-smashing good time. At number 6, we have the Grimm Variations. Forget the happily ever afters of your childhood. The Grimm Variations serves up a twisted take on classic fairy tales. Each episode is a dark and surprising reimagining of stories like Cinderella and Red Riding Hood. Like if they were written by Tim Burton after a double espresso. Think Snow White with jet black hair and a penchant for poison apples. If you like your anime strange and suspenseful, the Grimm Variations will keep you guessing, and maybe a little scared, until the very end. At number 5, we have the Apothecary Diaries. Ever dream of using herbs to solve crimes in ancient China? Well, Mao Mao from the Apothecary Diaries is living the dream. This quick-witted heroine uses her mad plant knowledge to sniff out mysteries in the imperial palace. Forget boring concubines. Mao Mao's got sass and smarts that put other 2024 characters to shame. Each episode brings a new puzzle, but there's also a big, juicy secret brewing in the court. With a cast of colorful characters, from the handsome Jinsher to the power-hungry Empress Dowager, the Apothecary Diaries is a fun, suspenseful watch that's steeped in history. Moving on to number 4, Shanghai La Frontier. Is another isekai anime too predictable? Shanghai La Frontier says, "Hold my potion." This show winks at you while transporting its hero, Sunraku, into a video game world. Sure, it's familiar territory, but the detail is unreal, like stepping into a living fantasy painting. The action's intense, but Sunraku's goofy personality keeps things light. If you crave epic battles with a side of humor, Shanghai La Frontier is your next anime adventure. At number 3, we have Delicious in Dungeon. Forget fancy restaurants. Delicious in Dungeon is the anime where your next meal comes from the monster you just slayed. This show is a hilarious mix of cooking show and dungeon crawl. You get heart-pounding battles against creepy beasts, then cozy moments around the campfire, all while the characters bond over a delicious, and slightly monster-based meal. Think Lord of the Rings meets Chopped, with a sprinkle of family drama for good measure. It's a must-watch for anyone who loves fantasy, food, or just a good laugh. At number 2, we have Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8 is here to fill the Godzilla-shaped hole in your life. This anime flips the script on giant monster battles. Our hero, Kafka, goes from ordinary cleanup guy to monster himself. It's a hilarious and heartwarming story about fighting for what's right, even if you're a giant mess yourself. So buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Kaiju number 8 is a must-watch for any fan of epic monster brawls. At the top of our list, we have Frien, Beyond Journey's End. Frien is a slow, beautiful tale about an elf who's seen it all, literally, for thousands of years. Frien struggles to connect with humans who live mere decades, but her journey is full of heart, humor, and moments that will leave you misty-eyed. Think Lord of the Rings with a splash of slice of life and a whole lot of feels. It's a must-watch for fantasy fans who appreciate a thoughtful story.
Welcome to Otaku, recommends the place to be. Take you